welcome to another edition of Healthier, Happier You. We've been on a little scheduling hiatus, aka vacation, for Bethany Montecalvo.
Yes.
So I'm Al Levine, the talking machine, and we're doing our Healthier, Happier You segment in August here. And I have my co-hosts, and I have her, founder of Holistic Honeys.
Hello.
And I'll let Bethany introduce her.
Yeah, so this is my dear, dear, dear friend. Her name is Jamie.
Hello.
And why don't you say your name and your last name for us?
My name is Jamie Molinaro. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. And we are the Holistic Honeys. And we have a show that basically is zany and funny. And we just talk about how to be healthy. And we do little crazy episodes, short. Some of them don't make sense. But they're just funny. And other ones are a little bit educational as well.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, so we really like it.
Well, I'm glad that both of you did not dress up for anything today.
I know, right? This is normally what I look like every day.
That's what I appreciate. I like the new hair color you have.
Thank you. It's
Yes.
natural.
Really stunning on you.
Thanks. It's real.
Well, I'm not going to waste any time. How did you even come up with Holistic Honeys?
Well, first first let's how did we meet? Because it kind of like all goes in together.
Well, then let's start at the
So-
beginning.
Okay.
That's where I
Yeah.
usually like to start.
Yeah.
I need to drink a heavy dose of green
That's
tea.
right. He needs to get prepared to deal with us ladies. That's what he told us.
And I have my green
you.
Vibrance here mixed with
Yes.
carrot juice and reverse osmosis water.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
I left my
Thank you.
osmosis in the car. I feel left out.
You could share.
Wow.
Thanks, girl.
You two can share. Stay healthy.
Thanks.
Yes.
Now, since you already tipped us off, how did you meet?
Okay.
Well, basically, I was on the search for a organic spray tan. I knew that it had to exist. I knew that laying out in the sun, I live in Orlando, Florida now, from Pittsburgh originally, and the sun is so strong down there.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
It feels
First off,
fine.
not all of us could look like you, okay?
Exactly. So I wanted to protect my skin, and I really wanted to just put something on. And I tried everything from Hershey's cocoa powder to like tea tanners, and nothing was really working as I wanted it to. So I was on a mission, and here I was on a weekend trip to visit my parents in Pittsburgh. I Googled organic tan, and I found Bethany.
No way.
I was so
It was
excited.
that easy.
It was that
Yeah.
easy. And it was fate. And I called her and she said, I can ship it to you. I said, well, can I get it even faster? Because that's me. I'm like, let's go, let's go. And I literally drove to her home that night, or I think the next day.
The next day.
We just literally, I knew she was so special. And I just knew I had to creatively collaborate with this woman.
So you just
Yes.
hit it off because you needed a spray tan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we kind of just chatted as she was standing naked in the spray tan tent. We like bonded, and I was like, "This chick is amazing. I love her, and how she feels and I feel kind of just it's the same."
You're like sisters from a different mother.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Right?
She gets
true.
Very
me.
simple.
yeah,
It was so
Yeah.
nice to meet someone that just got it, about health and the same road that I was on. I was so thankful. So I literally the next day I was pacing around and I was talking to my mom because I started my health journey about 10 years prior to that, and I was always looking for something creative to do.
Okay.
When I was I only had Facebook as my creative outlet, and I was always posting things about health, and the reception wasn't great, I'm going to say, because I was having a lot of headaches. And it was so bad to where I was taking aspirin like every day.
Well, that isn't good.
No.
Yeah.
And I was having MRIs, CT scans, visits with neurologists, and they were all telling me the same thing. You're perfectly healthy. And I kept thinking, what's wrong with me? So one weekend I read a book about natural cures and holistic living, and it changed my life. And I went full force into it, changed
is
my...
that Kevin Trudeau?
It was Kevin Trudeau.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a big
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm not a reader, and I read it like front to back in like 2 days.
That's when you know we don't read.
Yeah,
no, I'm
I'm not-
kidding. We read, but we're not.
Yeah.
I read, so I've read those books and
Yes.
more, his
Yeah.
and dozens of others.
Yeah.
Because I'm about the same mission you are, only from a different angle. Of course, I'm a man here and not wearing different colored hair. This is natural.
Natural.
And my tan is natural.
Right.
And I have to say, I love what you're doing, being from a man's standpoint, because men are so made of steel and they eat burgers and drink beer all the time. And with you're drinking your green tea on the show, it's so
Yeah.
inspiring.
Well, thank
And you're
you.
such a great sports guy. So, and I think it motivates other, like, tough sports guys to get
Yeah.
healthy.
I'm
It's
starting
really
that
amazing.
revolution,
Yeah.
sip by sip.
Okay.
Sip by sip.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
green tea.
more
How's
leaders
that?
wanted.
Yes.
it.
And there's a bandwagon. Anybody can jump on
Yeah.
Yes.
and become a
Yes,
member of it.
please do
Yeah.
it. Yes.
And it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
So now we know how you met.
Yes.
We know you were on a mission
Yes.
to get
Yes.
rid of your headaches.
Yes.
Now, did you have success there?
Well, the doctors wanted to give me pain medications, which I was dead against. I didn't want to treat my symptoms. I wanted to correct my problem.
You didn't want a
Yeah,
Band-Aid on a
and-
problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You wanted that artery to be
And,
healthy.
Absolutely.
and kudos for you to realize that the Band-Aid approach, okay, there's something more. For people who don't even have an understanding and they feel that, that's pretty cool to me. Like, you want deeper. You understand there's a
Yes,
root problem, which
absolutely.
is really cool. Sorry, go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you. So I just decided to, from Kevin. Kevin's book is just so much common sense, though, not to discredit him at all, but just all these red flags were going off in
Yeah.
my head, like no preservatives, no additives, no fillers, no junk. These are what is causing my headaches.
Sure,
So
and then
I-
the food you're eating, which has been
Absolutely.
GMO, etc.,
Yeah,
and all
absolutely.
kind of chemicals. Look at the water you
Yes.
drink.
Yes.
And look at what water you added to that.
Absolutely,
Right?
reverse osmosis.
There you
yes.
go.
Yes. I was working in a popular themed restaurant in Orlando, and we would have an employee meal every day. And of course, I took advantage about 3 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, on the couch with a migraine every day. So
There was a pattern.
there was a pattern, yeah. So I finally realized it was what I was eating, and I changed my eating habits completely. I never had another headache again. In addition to that, my skin cleared up, my whites of my eyes got brighter, and I was so excited, like the energy I felt, and I just wanted to tell everybody.
Well, welcome aboard here.
Thank you
We're all
so
very
much.
energetic. So
Yes, you
Yeah.
really
you join
are.
right in.
Thank you.
I didn't even
thank you.
warm up yet, even though it's a nice hot day in Pittsburgh.
Not
I'm just
there
amazed
yet.
at how you met, because just like Bethany and I met on my sports show,
Yeah.
due to Smokin' Jim Frazier, who's a huge fan.
We
Say hi
love
to
you,
Smokin'
Jim.
Jim.
Mwah.
And he couldn't wait for the next show, so he's been very disappointed because he's eaten baking soda by like a tablespoon.
He's
'Cause
waiting to
told him
know what
about
to do next.
pH balance. So do not continue with that baking soda, Smokin' Jim. You can just eat better. Like, you can balance your pH level with numerous other things,
Yes.
even
Yeah.
even lemons,
Yes.
stuff
yes,
like
Yeah.
that. So I've done a lot of research and experimentation on myself,
Yes.
and it seems like you're willing to do that to learn these
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what's great about all of us getting together, because he thought she was just the coach's relative or cousin.
Yeah.
And I said, after I talked to her, I go, we got to talk about Go Organic
Yes.
and
Yeah.
other things. And she's
Yes.
like, really? And then I knew some things about
Really
it.
surprised that
So
you would,
she
care
was in
about health.
shock after that, after
Yeah,
we
I
did our
was.
show the one time.
Yeah, definitely was.
And then
yeah.
we started last year, towards the end of last year, she come back on. I said, why don't we create a show together?
I love it.
So
It's
that's
amazing.
our start
This is
here.
great.
And we know your story about your health and
Yeah.
your skin.
Yeah.
And you look beautiful today, even in a
Thank
different
you.
color hair.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate it. So I got to dig down to this. Now you've met. Now you're friends. You're sisters from another mother.
In one day.
and an hour probably.
Yeah.
How did Holistic Honeys get created?
Okay, well, before you answer,
Okay.
our personalities are same but so much different. She's more, I'm fiery, but like it takes a long time for getting me to be like, you, on the other hand, can get right there.
I'm kind of quick.
Yeah, and
I
Bad
understand.
trait
even
I
each,
have.
no, it's a wonderful trait.
It's my
And
dad's trait, Dad.
It's a
Thanks.
good, thanks, Dad. No, it's great because we even each other out.
We
and
do. We balance.
we do.
We do.
Yin and yang.
really do.
Anyway,
Yin-
so go ahead.
Yin and yang and yang.
Yang. Yeah.
So I was talking to my mom, and I've always done things that I've been in the acting and entertainment field, kind of on the
I
side.
would never guess with you two.
No, I didn't even know
Personalities like doormats. No emotion.
boring.
I
No
know, right?
passion.
Nothing.
Okay, so that's what happened.
I
Yeah.
just kept saying to my mom, like, I want to do something creative with this health thing. I want to tie it all together. And I said, I really want to do something with Bethany. She's just special, and I have to. So I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to call her on the phone. I'm so afraid she's going to think I'm some weird stalker. Like, you don't even know me. Like,
Right.
back up a little, girl from Orlando, you know. But I did. I took a risk and
Originally
I called her
from
up.
Pittsburgh.
Originally from
Right.
Crafton, yes, yes. Moved away in '01, but I'm up here all the time. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more here.
You are. Yeah.
But so I called her up on the phone. I was pacing out on my mom's porch, and I said, "So, I just really wanted to talk with you. I have this idea, and I know you're in the entertainment industry as well, and I know you have this Go Organic empire." And I was like so in awe of everything she had already accomplished. And I said, I have this idea, and I want to be like the modern day Lucy and Ethel. I want to make wellness fun. I don't want to finger point at people because, food is personal. It's financial. I can
Sure.
eat organic because I don't have any children and I don't have to support a huge family.
Me too.
And it's personal. Cooking for people, that's personal. That's in your roots. Those are recipes handed down. So you have to be careful with that. So I wanted to do this in a funny way.
Yeah.
And she's so funny. And I said, "What do you think about the Holistic Honeys?" And she was like, "Babe, I love it." And my heart just jumped. And I think 40 episodes later on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on 40 episodes.
I think, yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and the cool thing is we do it thousands of miles away.
Yeah, I'm 1,000 miles away. And
I've seen that you have graphics and you intersplice stuff.
Yeah.
we
Well,
write, direct, edit. We do it all ourselves. We
Yeah.
write our own music. We write
She's
our own
very,
theme
very
song.
good
I've heard
at
some of the songs, too.
She's very.
Not
You're
that they're at
quick on
the top
that.
of my list, but they're very energetic and passionate.
That's right. They are. We
They
have passion
are.
in that.
They
So
are.
we're connecting over. I get mad at her because she'll send me big long texts, and I'll be like, no text, like voice note or like glide, and then so we
I
collaborate.
appreciate that voice note that you do.
I love voice notes.
They
Yeah.
are nice, yes.
So we would collaborate, decide on something, and then she would do her part. I would do my part. She would send it
So
to me.
it's
I
like
would
it
edit. Now
dovetails
she's
together.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It just
Okay.
blends.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And it works out
And I've
pretty
seen it.
awesome.
I didn't know. I thought you were in the same locale.
We're 1,000
Right,
miles away.
I know, but
When
when
she
I
said
have her,
she said to me, "We're going to have Jamie on the show," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, she's not in town. She
Yeah.
doesn't live here." And I go,
Yeah,
"What do
yeah,
you mean?"
Girl.
So
Yeah,
now
she
I
had the jet
understand.
set to get over here. Yeah.
Yes, I'm actually flying out in about an hour.
Yeah, I was like, you have to come on the show.
Well, we
And
only
she's
have
like,
so
well,
much time.
But
I
I'm
know,
so
right?
appreciative, and I thank you both for having me. This is
Yeah.
amazing to be able to say how I feel on a show like this. I feel humbled and appreciative. Thank you.
Well, thanks for letting
Yeah.
me interview you.
Thank you.
You're a
Appreciate that.
buddy. Yeah.
Well, we're going to move forward on this, and so the Holistic Honeys was basically a plan that you ladies had. You named it, and you do this. How consistent are you? Because you said 40 shows.
Well, we tried. Our schedules are like.
Her schedule is insane.
And that means that's why we had a delay in this Healthier, Happier
Yes.
You edition.
Yes.
Yes, I know, but we're back on track.
Okay.
But it's just difficult with me because sometimes, whether I'm on set or commercial or TV or film, or I'm seeing clients or I have health coaching, and I really, it's not a problem. I consider it's a passion. Everything that I do, I'm very passionate. I'm not lukewarm. Like, I'm very overzealous about things. So
That's why I appreciate you being on a show with me. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
a little bit passionate too about what I
very,
So-
very passionate. So that's kind of, we pull in like the same crowds
Yeah,
of
you two
people,
have a
which
great
is awesome.
chemistry together. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Well, thank you.
I love to watch the show.
I just had a brain fart. What were you saying? Oh my gosh! Do you see what happens? You said.
Holistic Honeys?
Did you forget to? Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Your busy lifestyle and how
Yes.
sometimes it's
So how do we?
How consistent
it's
are
fine.
you
Well, you're good.
with doing your
Thank you,
shows?
GNC. Thank you.
Or
Or Ginseng.
No,
I call
none
it
of that.
GNC.
This,
Ginseng.
ginseng.
This
You
is-
see?
I didn't see, but this is China gunpowder.
Okay, that's right. So it's not, green tea, you will.
Wow.
Be
To your health and
careful
your
with it.
minds. You don't
Yeah.
want to lose them
I
in
need,
the middle of our show.
obviously, for my
All right,
mind
that was
right
no
now.
commercial. We're going to focus back.
Okay, we're bringing our minds back centered. So it's hard with my schedule sometimes, but she's really good and kind. She could tell when I'm getting stressed out or irritated. And she's like, okay, well, let's work it out. But she'll kindly kind of pressure me to like get it done.
She gives you guidance, I call
She
it.
does. She does. And I desperately need that. So we tried to do it like once a week. And then we were doing pretty well. And then we'll just do it whenever the spirit moves us.
Well, that's why I noticed the trend with us once a month.
Yeah.
And then we sort of got off track a little bit, then we got back on track.
Oh, we're back on track, buddy.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking here because I got fans in different places that ask us
I know
about
you're
it.
a busy man.
Right, but they ask about. They go, boy, what's going on with that healthier, happier you?
Yeah.
So now we know.
Yes.
You got the inside scoop on these two ladies.
Yes.
They're doing so much good in different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like, we both agreed that we wanted this to be G, maybe PG. We wanted, we wanted people to see our hearts, not our,
Yeah.
And because there's so many pretty girls
You
on
got a
TV.
little edgy there.
Yeah. We just wanted,
This is like a family show here. Like I said, not exactly.
Our main goal was anyone on reality TV could drink, smoke, have sex, basically just live.
Yeah.
But we wanted something to be able to not show any of that, and for people to be able to like us for us.
But this is your lifestyle, and this is what you
This is
believe.
who we are.
So
This
you're
is
just
it.
showing that it's not always what it is on TV that's, just
It's not.
sensational.
It is. I mean, we wake up, and I mean,
If I
this
said
is
that,
how.
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We
Yes.
wake up and I wear wigs when I go to work. She wears. I mean, this is
I
us.
love it.
This
Yeah.
isn't someone. I'm so thankful and so blessed that I'm able to wake up every day and be who God has created me to be without feeling hesitation with that. That's awesome, and I know you feel that way
And that's
too.
what I love in her, because so many of my friends are nervous when they pick me up. What's Jamie gonna have on? What era is she gonna be from today? And Bethany, like, I get in the car with her, and she's like from the 20s and the 70s with
Okay.
me, and it's just
Can
awesome.
I
Share
tell
a
you?
moment here,
I
yeah.
was
So
just.
appreciative.
Oh, you're so good. You just got. Okay, so I will tell you. I came to Cheesecake Factory for brunch one Sunday, and I had a friend with me, and we didn't see where she was at, and I was just thinking, I will pick her out 1,000 miles away. She had on the same outfit as Lucille Ball had on whenever
No
she was
way.
on her show. She had like
That's
the cage on her head, and she was just sitting there, ready for brunch. And I just thought, gosh, like I love it. I love that about you. I love that you're free and you could just
Thank you.
with no hesitation.
And we have this huge Disney connection. I worked for Disney for 10 years.
Well, sure, they brainwashed
Bethany.
you, and look what happened to you. You're just trying to get out of that.
I know.
Isn't it a small world or
It is.
something?
It is. This is a whole
Oh, is
new
that-
world that
That's
we're
right.
in.
Is that a
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
there?
Ooh,
It
two
is.
Disney. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Small world, whole new
And
world.
we dressed up one time and just to have some fun in our princess outfits, because we had just taped an episode of poison apples and things.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
we got mobbed by people and pictures and autographs, and we were actually asked by Disney security because
leave.
they thought we were real princesses.
We did
So
that
great.
with our costumes.
That
These little
is
girls would be
awesome.
like, "Can we have a hug?" And we'd be like,
We were hugging
"You
everyone."
certainly can have a hug."
Now we got to get down there's these two little silver bags here.
Yes.
Okay.
What are they?
We are creating a website as well.
Yes.
And we are collaborating on some Change the World products.
Yes.
But we also have some little novelty things that are fun.
Yeah.
And this is
Well, I
one
noticed a
of
little whimsy
So
here.
hold-
You like to have fun.
Yes. So we have our little happy, you want to hold yours? Happy honey dust. And mine says faith on it, and yours says
Trust.
Trust. And we just did an episode on it, which it's up already.
It is.
But basically, I was being nasty to her because sometimes friends get in moods, and she had to freeze me and sprinkle the happy honey dust on, and that was nice.
Don't throw me
again.
this way, because if I stop talking, I'm done.
You don't know what'll happen. You don't get any. No,
Okay,
but
thank you.
we had those, and then tell them about the bags.
Well,
Jamie.
we want to be environmentally friendly, of course, and
Yeah.
we want to save the bags. So we have these nice little grocery sacks that we've created
Wow,
with
let
our
me see
little
this.
avatars.
Yeah.
I think Bethany's is identical to her. I love it
yeah.
so much.
So
It is.
and
Your
we're coming out
avatar
with
is
a-
Right?
beautiful.
this is, and then let's show the other one. Is Jamie and I? This is what we do in our
Running
free
through
time.
a
We run
field
through a field
Of flowers.
with flowers and just sing to each other.
Boy,
we do.
we're going to get so many hits on this show that it's going to be
Right?
unbelievable.
Right? So
Their avatars are running everywhere.
I know, right? When we text each other, we actually have our own avatars that we send to.
That's
I don't
not
even need to
surprising.
speak to her. I could just send my emotion through an
Yes, you
avatar.
can. What was
Nice.
yesterday's? It was
Cray cray.
cray cray.
Of me being
Well, I'm not going to make any statements about it, we'll move forward. Craig
We already know
can
that.
stay in a chair over there.
Okay, we'll put her
And
over
we'll
there.
move forward. So, what should we look forward to with the Holistic Honeys?
Well, we actually recently, Jamie's so good with finding stuff. She lives in both places, and she's like, hey, do you know, like, this is this, and we should go to this. So they were looking for Pittsburgh Next Reality Star. And we were
Tell
like,
us more.
okay, so I was like, should we do it? I don't know. So we were kind of going back and forth. We decided to do it.
Yes.
So we went there, and whenever we went there, we were standing outside looking like this, and we were the only ones looking a little zany.
Little
So they,
A little different.
yeah, they interviewed us, and then when
That's
we,
what you actually have to do.
To stand out.
George Washington, the father of our country,
Mm-hmm.
they needed to pick a general to run the army. Guess who was the only guy wearing military garb?
Georgie Porgy,
Yeah.
really?
And that's, I believe, reading that as a young child, it affected me.
Yeah.
So I always try to be in the forefront of stuff. But
That's
look
that's
at
kind
what
of
you do,
brilliant. Like, how
wasn't
much
it?
do you want
Brilliant.
something? Like, do you?
And he did that,
Yeah.
so I wanted to share that since you aren't
That's
readers,
good.
I
but now
love
you don't
that.
have to read that.
That's right.
I love that.
See?
Thank you. Education.
So they picked you too, Al.
One.
Well, they were just kind of focusing on us, asking us question like, what does holistic mean? And we basically said we want to treat the whole person. We don't want to, we don't want to just.
And that's why I wanted you to talk,
not
to
treat.
explain
We're not trying
holistic.
to treat. We're just
right.
trying
To educate.
give maybe a different idea.
Yeah.
A different way to do
Just
something.
for you to think that, yes, I
point.
believe, we believe in doctors. We believe that they're
Absolutely.
God-given.
I have doctors in my family.
Yeah, but
yeah.
we just also want you to know that there's other options that you have. That's all.
Yeah, we're here to prevent. They're there to fix. So we got to prevent.
We
Well,
wanna
that's
get you
why you need
before.
them. You do need them, and you
Yeah.
should check with your doctor if some of
Absolutely.
these things
Yes.
may disagree with
Always.
you. I have
Always.
friends that cannot drink green tea, that they can drink mint green tea
Okay.
because it doesn't bother
It
their
doesn't bother
stomach.
Okay.
But one of the things that creates good bacteria in your system, which you need to fight all the bad bacteria, especially if you had antibiotics.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So that's part of it. And what you're doing is teaching them a new lifestyle.
yeah,
Right.
And that way they don't have to diet.
Right.
They can actually live that lifestyle.
yeah.
And you two are perfect examples. Your
you.
spray tan looks pretty good,
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
and yours looks always the same.
Thank you. I forgot to spray myself. I was a little
No, I'm
busy.
just kidding. You know I put one shot in on you.
No.
you tell me that.
I know. You look like Indian
Oh,
cow, and
You're
I
very-
look
you
like
have a nice
porcelain.
tan. You look like the Floridian sitting here right now.
yeah. Well, I have Porchville on a deck that I
And
sit
he's
out and
a
sip
mad
green tea.
walker. He's in
Yeah.
the morning like really
I'll walk
getting it
around
done.
a little bit.
Yeah, he takes a stroll.
I still don't let them pick me up. But
That's a good
All
thing.
right, so-
That's a good thing. So we waited, and we got in there, and we were like we overanalyze, my love. But she
That's my- yeah,
overanalyzes.
that's my
I'm
Sure.
just kind of like, go by like the moment, whatever you feel. And she's like, no, like,
I
what
need
do we need?
structure. I need
Yeah.
a plan. I need
So-
yeah, but here's what you need. You need that focus because I like structure, but I fly by the seat of my pants most of the time, and it drives other people insane. So if you have at least an area where you're going to,
Yes.
like these 30 questions you have, we're covering a lot of them
That's
in
so good. I wonder
conversation.
who wrote them.
right.
Both of you.
That's right. But it was good because again we equal each other out as well. So they brought us in there, and we just like decided what we weren't going to act. We were just going to talk. And they
And be
loved just
yourselves,
letting us.
basically.
Yeah,
Ourselves,
we were just kind of bantering back and forth,
Yes.
and they were looking at us like, "You guys are weirdly awesome." We're like, "Thank you." So they asked us, to stay for another round.
Good.
And
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you. We don't know what will happen, but we are thankful just to be asked to be, and
Absolutely.
Well, we're all blessed in different ways.
yes,
Yes.
And
in
that's
our
just awesome to
hometown.
see and
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
Now-
I love Pittsburgh, and to be in our hometown
Yes.
to do something that's like,
So this
Yeah.
show would be, if it gets approved and you get accepted, would be in Pittsburgh.
it's supposed to be a Pittsburgh-based
It would be a
reality
Pittsburgh
That's
show.
what I
they're
wanted to get
looking
out
for
here
their
because
next.
I
Yeah.
do have to get
Yeah.
into like where you put the Holistic Honeys at, what channel you have,
Mm-hmm.
and some things like that because we're running out of time, believe it or not.
Wow,
This half hour has
so
almost
fast.
disappeared.
I know.
So, and I
Yeah.
gotta have some type of order because I do like a little bit of
Good.
structure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So, how do they see your shows? How do
Okay.
they get a hold of both of you.
Okay.
You know, individually or together.
Well, we are together. You could find us on Facebook, and it's The Holistic Honeys, but it's HUNNIES. And then also on YouTube, it's the same thing, The Holistic Honeys.
You kept it so simple, just like when I said healthier, happier you.
You.
She goes, we got to use that.
Yeah,
I said, you sure you don't want any input? She goes, no, that's great.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So
It's to the point. It's awesome.
It is.
I love it.
It is.
definitely.
And our passion and goal is really at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if we did get picked up, if we didn't get picked up.
Right.
We just have a love for it. I love hanging out with her. I have fun. It's a way
Ditto.
to just kind of get out our energy.
Yeah.
And we hope we make you guys laugh a little.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely. And it's so nice to call our own shots and dress how
Yes.
we want. You know, being behind the camera, you're told a lot what to do, how to speak, what to wear.
Yeah.
And we can just do whatever we want.
be
And
ourselves.
it's so, it's such a blessing.
Now we have probably a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
Would you like to close with something? I'll start with Jamie. Anything that maybe we've missed that you can talk about a minute or so?
Oh my goodness. Could you
Do like a favorite skip it, like I made up that word. A favorite like moment, like
With
between
us?
us, or
Oh my
episode,
goodness.
or
We've had
something.
so many that I just
Here,
adore.
pick
I have-
the one
I
that
have
you
one.
think's the best.
Do you want to think, and I'll share mine?
I have to say it's the spray tan episode.
I don't know why, because
I-
that was what originally brought you together.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
See, that's why
It
they
was
have
our
me on
fate show.
shows. Yes.
Yeah, God
Yeah.
and Fate. That was it.
Yeah.
And we kind of channeled a character from an old SNL.
Saturday Night
like-
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
We
and
love-
I was
yeah, we
like,
love
no,
Saturday
no,
Night.
no, you're wrong.
No,
And
no, right. And
That
we
was
kind
my
of pulled
favorite.
it. Yeah.
That was my
This
From there.
stuff will have to continue for another edition, but we'll try to focus on
Yes.
closing out, ladies.
Yes. Real fast. Mine was whenever we were in a personal care home center behind my house.
Okay.
I had an older BMW, and we were personal care home center. She came out of it dressing ghetto, and she was rapping.
We do rap songs.
Rap songs.
I
And
think I've seen one.
there was like all the elderly in the background. I was waiting for someone to like walk so she'd be out of the frame, and then she was just getting it gangsta.
Yeah,
So it was
it was
pretty
a good
fun.
Well, I appreciate you sharing a couple stories.
Yeah.
We could do an hour show at least. Our
Yeah,
fans
right?
are going to want to know why we did not.
Right.
That we only have a half hour.
We do.
If we do
We do.
expand to 2 half-hour shows a month, then we can
Yeah.
do some of these things.
Yeah.
Part
That'd
1 and 2.
Great. I hope
Yeah.
we do.
So
I hope
that
we
may
do.
happen.
Yeah, it might.
I want to thank you, Jamie,
Thank
for
you
being
so
here.
much.
Bethany, it's always a pleasure
Yes.
having you.
Yes, you as well.
Al Levine, the Talking Machine, doing another edition of Healthier, Happier You. And check out the Holistic Honeys.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please do. We love you.
We love you.
And we
Thank
hope
you.
we make you laugh.
Thank you so much.
And please like Healthier, Happier You, Holistic Honeys, and anything they do.
Much success to
Yes.
you both.
When I met you in the summer,
You're so sexy.
and we could be together, baby, as long as sky